Asia baby. Say Abrowashi or Bebola, say our neighbor. Okay, this here, this one here. So, but when why it is not praying?
Can you press play?
Faculties of the mind. Then I'll show you what the God-conscious mind, what the God-conscious man does with the 12 faculties of his mind. This is what you must do. You know, there's too much of this reading the Bible thinking, well, that's what happened then. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got news for you. The Bible is what's happening now. Yeah, I got some more news for you, too. Jesus is not what did happen. Jesus is what's happening right now. But you see, this is the problem with the theologian. The theologian...
Before Munsam Rabbi, na Mumbeti. Why? Thomas Ofori Michio.
Have locked Jesus up into the past and into the future. Jesus is not a was or a will be. Jesus is. Jesus is what's happening right now. And you see, we've got to get God, we've got to get the Bible, and we've got to get Jesus out of the was into the is. God says, I am. And this business of Jesus and the 12 disciples that we're studying about in this series, I want you to understand that these are things that are happening within your mind, within your being. When? Right now. Right here and right now. You have your 12 disciples, whether you know it or not, or whether you do anything with them or not. If you don't do anything with them, they're surely going to do something with you. And if you don't tell them what to do with you, baby, Judas will hang you. Thomas will doubt you. Peter will deny you. Philip won't even know the Father. They'll go to sleep on you while you're praying. You'll be wondering why your prayer's not answered. Your disciples are sleeping. The disciples are what's happening right now. Jesus is what's happening in me right now. This is what I'm trying to show you. And these disciples, these disciplines of your mind will serve you if you train them, if you teach them, if you call them, if you recognize them, if you command them, if you commission them. They'll watch while you pray. Here now are the names of the 12 disciples of Jesus, of the God-conscious mind and the qualities that they represent. Simon, later surnamed Peter. Simon represents the faculty or the quality of hearing, right hearing. And after right hearing develops rock faith. Therefore, Simon Peter represents the esoteric faculty of hearing, which develops faith. The second disciple, a quality of the mind, is a brother, a relative of Peter. His name is Andrew, representing strength and courage. The third disciple is James, son of Zebedee, which represents judgment, righteous judgment, and wisdom. The fourth disciple is John, which represents love and affection. And I'll just make some more remarks here about John for a moment. In the Bible, in certain cases when Jesus and John were mentioned, John was lying or leaning upon Jesus's breast. This is where we are able to identify that quality and what it represents in the psychology of man. John represents the quality, the faculty of love and affection. The fifth disciple of Jesus, or the fifth discipline of the God-conscious mind, is Philip, representing power, power of the word, power of expression, power of demonstration. The sixth disciple of Jesus, or the God-conscious man, is Bartholomew, representing imagination, your power of visualization. The seventh disciple of Jesus, the God-conscious mind, is Thomas, representing understanding, spiritual reasoning, denial of evil. The eighth disciple of Jesus, or the God-conscious man, is Matthew, representing the will of God, will of good. The ninth disciple of Jesus, or the God-conscious man, is James, son of Alphaeus, sometimes called James the Less, and he represents the discipline of order, divine order. The 10th disciple of Jesus, or the God-conscious mind, is Thaddeus, representing praise. And the 11th disciple of Jesus is Simon the Canaanite, representing zeal. Zealous to hear good news, hearer of good news. Now, let me comment on Simon for just a moment. In the Hebrew, Simon comes from the word Shama. And I was able to identify one of the words that I use quite often when I speak in other tongues, Shama. And I was wondering what it was, what that praise was. But it means to hear, to give ear. Now, the 12th disciple of Jesus is Judas. And it may surprise you. But Judas, in the correct sense, means life. Life conserver and detachment. Now, let us notice what the God-conscious man does with these 12 faculties of the mind. Matthew, the 10th chapter, the first verse. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Let us call our 12 disciplines of mind. And in doing this, I'm going to read the verse of scripture again from St. Matthew, the 10th chapter, the first verse. Repeat after me. And when Jesus had called unto him.
Before, Martin was Masum Sofo. Or no, idea, a software, no more software, yebi. Idea bring wash a software, yebi. And now waking, and who say, oh, son, ye teaching a wrong, and on the or changing the teachings. Do idea, Reverend Ike. A yako Google, uko idea, uko YouTube, searching not idea, listen to him. The teachings, they're really good. Also, I know penalty in the teachings, keep you, boost you up. Keep going. And we say for now, me and fast I Ghana for no, and to and I made not make us say, at least papa be a good to be woman, or no, the obe can be a obe teach yen and amo, a teaching to teach sumno. Sana ninano at the same at the corona. Idea yesu na syndrome na Ghana for the way you mo. And the yesu no buy. Yesu buy, yes, one man a year, then ye before. Mommy and fa yesu sam no to chain. I who say yesu no yami baby I dono. Na ono de your friend is saying nyame yi no enu nti no wo sorry just a picture sorry na ko to teacher a picture keke akrachefo akaka wu akosuku no omote asonde mu na ye disa na da we kire no owie a no bosu no ho me makosuku wakosuku nso no kosuku no wankosua hwe wakosuku ti mu kenkan a first adisuasua Ebimu akosuku atimi edi omo life ato ho a research edi we mu atwuru we mu nyina gu ho kope bibi ne so ya obibi ni na mo me fa sa ansem tro we ya yedi adi aba agana ho na abrem wo se yema yentimu nya hwe no yemfa nto ho obi a so nchen kwasi bro ni gyan ni nyina se wate ase ene kwasi bro ni gu ni nsore omo de ayusu nipa ayeyie mo me yemfa nto ho abibifo mo me yemfa nto ho na yenja say yetena ho manipa eyusu yen no yen ho ye nu nani ate no wasori o se honhon ne me akasa obia obibini obia wo honhon se ukwari u train yourself yi a osusu honhon ne obekasa entena ho ma obi fan tro ma me kanjo se honhon ne nakasa ne nyame afre no nyame mfre obia obibini nyame emfre obia na ohwe ene mrante na omo ba na hwe omo anim dendenden o so otikom Pentecost asonde mu ese otafe de wate ne ho afiri Pentecost asori mu te ne ho hye nkoma kese ba nkoma kese na Ghana be yese na Ghana yebese fashe wa wo nkom before mom yemfa saa de ne nto ho se nipa yehu nipa bi special no obibini fato ho na hu wa wo special hu wa wo niema adepa mu obu ho a ohu adepa ema obi nko anya ono ne ho obibini hu nipa ma ho so wate ase ji hu di na hu nipa ema wo ho se wo daachi ni obi aye no so betima ye bi adepa bi a obi ka papa bi a obi drabo fi papa bi obi tim hu se oso tim bi na betima ye before na o beda body no empower da so no ohonhom so le good bed ma ohonhom wadwene enna so wate ase o beda dwene niema power wadwene mu na fada na ebe ye ho ama before na hu se obetimi aye saa ahensem ni nyina atwam mom yamfanto ho yamfanto ne yakari on de saa ye nanam tetinsem ahensem na atwam ye de asisi nipa control nipa obu na ni ato se me yo hene na wa convince nipa aboabo nipa no na ye defend no ye protect no ye kokko ye ku ewu ema saa nipa no na atwam mom yamfanto ho won se yekura mu twan no because nipa ni bie won se emwa ye ahensem di adie mpapa mu ni ntokwa ewo Ghana ho emwaye mom yemfanto ho ni tribalism no ni nyina ye nanam ne kreti ye nyina nipa baako group of people nipa baako na we mu ate omo ho na omo akọ kreti omo kasa na omo kreti omo odie omo culture omo mamre ni ade ye se ne be ye nyina ye nipa baako na omo kreti na omo ade omo ho na we mu kreti but ye nipa baako bi before aduru bless muma ya nintim hu ne se ye nyina nipa baako na ni nyina nipa ne kreti ye ade bi ye wo wiase bi ye wibini enye nyame bi ne kreti ye eyenya enipa ne kreti ye ne emwa ye no muma ye mfanto ho ye nyimfiri mu na ye de ko ene be ma ye man na ye yi na ye se ye bekura tetisem num mu de a ye bebre se ye bekura tetisem num abibifo ye bebre muma ye mfanto ho emwa ye na odi obi se me na me ye ohene na wa fansasi nyina wo woto na wa wasase o se me yo hene na wa baba de ni abaji asase na firi wunsam na nipa wo de o so to se me de me ye nchine ye hene entu de wo wasefo no omo na bekura nchine ye asi akura ade asi o hene so oyonku nipa so abibifo ye jime so what you say enne saa bire no ye jime mo me mfanto ho ye yi nipa ba ko na de na no di nkwase asem kire nipa mo me mfanto ho abibifo emwa yen atwam ena kuro nyina countries obia yi atwade dim Britain ko anso ohene oni se ade Queen Elizabeth na oto ho no one ne ma no omuni se bia wo kohwe wo hu ade sika ye twia map ade media a be cover wo mo a wo ayaye nkoa ama media fo because wo ni na ani ni yi a obese wo bra omo bra enye bi ni mo yemfanto ho ehu hia omukro mo de omo age omutumi na afiri omu nsem ogesa ewo hofo gese adie keke tourism ni saa ne ma ne keke abibifo mo man fa saa hensem no nto ho because Ghana ho no ye de na ye too much because we say nya se wo hide kura no wu a obapanyini na edi ade no na ye straight na we ya maami nwia na maami we na ho na chiri bani na ni nwia na maami yenu na omupie ye na ho na ni nwia ni na we nwia eye confusion enti eduru ho na ye ntokwa mum yemfa nto ho mum yento ntwe na emwa ye munja saa he na mo prezi omo na omo yetiri mu ye omo do mudi nkwasese no mum yemfa nto ho odidi mete se wa okone tifidi na okone te se ne akone na Johnson de na Johnson te se ne akọ Johnson na obibini oye nipa te se wa mum yemfa saa se hunu ni nyina nto ho na hu so betumaye bu unua bu wabuno na nya se obepaja wo bia so na odi nkwasese mkiro na odi wo som no ye nyina ye nipa abibifo me na me di mu besi an obo ade enka obi a hu se obetuma ye anything dream nipa ma wo so what you say na ju hu di ye ni bire firi wo mu na ju hu di se bibia odi wadwene be so be bia betuma ye obeye so ampa obo ade enka obi a mu ma bai